Microphone check. 1, 2. Norwegian Oiler. What's happening? How you doing? Ready for some Type Blazer? I'm not ready. More like Midnight Claude. What you talking about, man? FTB lag. Thank you very much for that. Hydrates. Cheers. You saying Claude does everything for me? We'll see, man. They say Claude is down today. Hopefully it's back up now. Yeah, Claude's doing everybody's work these days, man. How do we get started? I took a couple of days off. Like, I haven't even really worked on Type Blazer all weekend, which is not normal for me. Hold up. All right, let's see where we were at. Hold up. Got 36 days worth of petrol here. Could get dicey. What you talking about, Norwegian Oiler? Where's here? Wait, Australia? For the country? What are you talking about, though, man? Is there something going on over there that I'm unaware of? I don't really know what's going on. Alright, I gotta check my GitHub issues for Type Blazer. What should we work on? They shut down where the oil is coming from in the Gulf. Right. So you think, dang. There must be some oil somewhere out there, yeah? Is it all coming from that one spot? Well, 36 days. A lot could happen in 36 days. Alright, I don't want to get distracted by all these other issues that don't matter, man. The only issue that matters right now to me is make the dang leagues work. So I'm going to ignore everything else except this right now. Let me see what the latest is on these leagues, man. QX230. Thank you very much for the hydrate. QX230. Cheers. Man, you can't redeem the hydrate and then tell me right after. You don't even give me a chance to hydrate, man. Hasp, welcome to the party, man. How are you doing? Alright, so these dang league races are not working. I'm not sure why. Watching Cursor go burr. Dang, you're using Cursor? Why are you on Cursor? Just curious, because I don't know many people that use Cursor these days. We get that from employee IC. I guess you don't have a choice. They just give you what you get. is this stuff not working? I'm looking at my logs on my server, but I'm not showing it. Uh-oh, something went wrong. I got lots of funky errors in my... What time is this? 3:03. This was recently, man. Interesting. Alright, this isn't the issue that we're dealing with, though. We're trying to figure out why my private races aren't working for my leagues. I don't really know. But I think I might... Man, what should I do? I was gonna say I might give Codex this bug, since I've tried many times with Claude and it's not doing it properly. That's what is happening, man. What is today's date? Spoon XOR. Thank you very much for that sub. Is that how you spell it? I'm just gonna copy and paste it, man. Thank you so much. Alright. 0, yeah. Yeah, I see those zeros. Interesting. Somebody is doing some funky stuff. It makes some issues. I know I said I was gonna work on these league things, but I'm seeing some other issues. Alright. I'm gonna give Codex. I'm just gonna describe the issue to Codex. Maybe I'll just make a new issue. League members cannot see league races. When I start a race as a league owner, the league members are not able to see the race that I started. What does it say more specifically? League members see the following message. The league owner sees the following message. Six, 8, 9. All right, Codex. Here we go. Let me update this thing. How many times I gotta click update? All right, new thread. Work tree skills. I want you to use those skills, and I want you to do issue. Man, what was the issue? 689. 689. Hopefully Codex can fix this, man. Let me even see if Claude is working today. I saw a lot of posts saying that Claude is down, man. It might be up by now. Are you up? It looks up to me. Alright. Let's see. Do issue 689. Wait, should I tell it? I want you to think about why this is happening. Maybe I don't know why, man. I don't even want to give it some suggestions. I was gonna tell it like, you know, look at this, look at that, but do some serious investigation and then let me know all the potential places that could cause this issue to happen. Plan mode on. And then so I got Claude working on it, and then I also got Codex basically doing the same thing. Maybe Codex already figured it out, man. Let me see what it's saying before I'm gonna like have them share information. So whatever Codex tells me, I'm gonna ask Claude if it sounds right. Whatever Claude tells me, I'm gonna ask Codex if it sounds right. And then we'll see how far we get with that. Alright, what are they doing? 3 agents to explore. This one's doing all types of exploring itself. Are my tokens reset? I think they should be, man. I didn't even use that much last week. I wasn't going super hard. Oh dang, it resets in 3 days. So we gotta use up some of this, man. I've been slacking the last couple days. I wouldn't say slacking, man. I've been taking a deliberate break the last couple days. Trying to get fresh. This is a marathon, you know. Strong candidate. Room creation sends passage ID to the internal race create API. Yeah, validate that path, man. Alright. What should I do in the meantime? Should I just watch them do their thing? Is that the best use of my time? Perhaps. I don't have anything else to do. I guess I could investigate other issues, but I don't want to get sidetracked too much. There's a lot of issues we have, man. Let me pull up some of them. 688. I think we gotta change that one to issue 688. 687. I guess that one is. We should do it too. Do issue 687. 686. Alright. Let's do that too. Do issue. Dang, why does it say disconnected? I don't know what that means. I'll just make a new thing and see what's up. Do issue 686. Those should be like relatively straightforward. 685. I said I was just gonna focus on leagues, but I think we can work on these in parallel quite easily. 685. Plan mode on. Alright, now let's see what's up with Codex. Still searching, man. Keep searching. We gotta fix that. And then, should I run my reviewer? Alright, now we're multitasking for sure. I got one more window I can hit. Should I do that? Yeah, lots of tokens to burn in the next 3 days. 680, maybe. Oh dang, look at this. Double issue. I guess we can close one as something. Alright, 680, man. Alright, let's see the report. This one is saying full investigation. 8 potential failure points. That's a lot of failure points, man. Race condition. The C++ server creates the league room in memory and notifies the owner instantly, but writes the DB record in a background thread. I don't think this is the cause, because yeah, even if I wait, it's not there. It's never created. Maybe I can ask some follow-up questions. When a league room gets created, where is it in the database? And I'll just look in the Superbase manually to see if I can find any of these created league races. No WebSocket broadcast to members. Oh man, all of these could be problems. Wait. In memory game room. There's no rooms table. Alright, league races. I'm gonna look in that to see if there's anything. Right now there should be at least one league race thing open. This one here. But I have my doubts that it's even in the database. League races, nothing, empty. Alright, let's say I just checked the Superbase league races table and it is empty, even though I have created a league race. Alright, let me see what Codex is saying now. Oh, it actually implemented a fix, man. Dang, I didn't mean it to do a fix. Alright, let me see. Internal race create validation. I think that was it. Should I just try this? I don't know. This doesn't seem like it is the issue, but you never know, man. Let me see what this is saying. It's hard to like follow the conversation sometimes in Claude Code. You know, like I don't know. I guess this is it here. League races table being empty means create leagues races failing completely. League API URL. Do I have that set in my... Let me see. I'm pretty sure I do have it set, man. Yes, it is there. In prod, my... I'm gonna just tell it that real quick. Alright, let me see what these other things are doing. Yes, 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 yes. Who knows what they're doing, but I just told them to do what's up. Seaplane 1, welcome to the party. How are you doing, man? We're trying to fix everything that's wrong with Type Blazer, but the main thing that's wrong is the league races that I've been trying to get, man. I think the private leagues and then redoing all my passages is probably the bulk of the work that is left for me before I'm comfortable, like, you know, telling everybody to try the site out. And maybe some other small things, but those are the two major issues I'd like to fix. Alright, I can't believe Codex went ahead and implemented things. I should have put it in plan mode, man. I'm gonna ask it, how sure are you that this will fix the issue? 10 stream streak, FTB lag. Thank you very much for the supports. Alright, here we go. Since the membership, blah blah blah. Fallback. Interesting. So this also found some issues with the fallback passage IDs. Let me just double check. Yeah, so both of them found the fallback passage ID problem, but it should not be even using fallback passage IDs. So maybe it's like always using fallback passage IDs. Alright, this one says about 80% confident this is the issue. Seems pretty high to me, man. Alright. I'm gonna tell it, if this is the problem, that means the league races is not able to successfully grab a passage ID, right? I have about 1,000 passages with UUID passage IDs. Can you verify, or can you like investigate to see if the passage getter is not working or something? Alright, can you check your C++ multiplayer server logs for the errors? Which errors? This isn't a timing issue. It's failing on every call. I don't see any errors like that, man. I checked the logs and I don't see any errors. Let me double check though. don't see anything. So, yeah, I don't see any errors. Alright, try to submit these things. What was this one? I trust it. Alright, codecs. Multiplayer server silently switches. Huh. Man, I don't know. Do something else besides look at my Docker containers. This is a prod issue. Well, I don't even have Docker running. It's not just a prod issue. Alright, I'm just trying to make sure it's sure, because I've asked it like 3 times before to fix this problem and it says it fixed it and then it doesn't fix it. So just trying to double check everything, you know. Yes. Anyways, create vgrace with no logging. Blossoming petals, what's happening? Final boss? Nah, this ain't no final boss. I'm just a scrub. I think this is like everyone's workflow these days, man. Just multiple windows running a bunch of shit. All of them. So wait, what happened? Work trees ready to make a PR? I don't think so. Alright, so this thing thinks it's found the reasons why the biggest bug I got is happening. Which one should I trust? Should I trust Claude or should I trust Codex right now? I'm just gonna trust Claude for now, man, and see what's up. Alright. Lots of stuff happening in parallel right now. Got 5 PRs ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6th one being worked on. I don't need. Alright, let me look in while those are being reviewed. So I have this bot here that is like my reviewer. It's gonna review each of these PRs and merge them if it thinks it's good. So it's gonna be a while before everything gets merged into main. But in the meantime, I think, you know, we test in prod here, which is not great, but we'll do something about that soon. I was gonna check to see what issues got merged recently to see what we should look out for when we're testing. So when you vibe code, do you ever go in and look at the code itself, or do you do it all through the agents? I haven't looked at any code at all. I just ask questions to the agents and let them investigate, and then I trust their judgment. So that has been working out mostly for me. I think I've gotten pretty far without looking at any code, and I'm trying not to look at any code to see what's possible with like 100% pure vibes. I mean, based on my small experiments, I've only been building this for a few weeks. Based on my experiments, I believe that I might be able to get away without looking at any code. We'll see though. I think the next few weeks will really solidify my viewpoints if I'm able to like fix all my bugs and ship something that's somewhat stable, you know. But if I keep getting stuck and like the bugs start getting out of control, then maybe I'll have to adjust my techniques, you know. But I'm pretty sure you can vibe code on pure vibes with just asking the right questions and using the right techniques, you know. We'll see though. I don't have any proof yet. This is the proof I'm trying to build that you can do it, TypeBlazer. See, that's pretty cool. I haven't tried any large vibe coded stuff yet. Yeah. So I'd say this is moderately large, perhaps. It's not like the most complicated thing in the whole world, but it has a lot of moving parts to it, you know? Or a decent amount of moving parts. The website is like up there if you want to check it out, man. Typeblazer.com. So have single player where you can practice whatever you want. Hundred words per minute. I got daily challenges. Dang, I didn't even take the daily challenge today. I'll do it right now though. You got 2 attempts for the daily challenge. Here we go. $92. I'll keep that one in there, man. Number 1 of the 3 of us that took the daily challenge. Because if I attempt it again, it will replace my score. So I just say, you know, that's a pretty good speed for me. Considering my average on this site is... What is my average? 74 WPMs. Anyways, let's see what's going on with these things. Reviewers doing a reviewing. Codex is on standby right now, but it changed a bunch of stuff. Anyways, I think this is finished implementing the fix. And then it will get reviewed. And once it gets merged, I'm gonna test it out. And then I will push it to prod. So let's look at what got merged recently. How do I sort by recently updated maybe? Alright, from changing their display name, I don't know what this fix is. Let me take a peek. I said I don't look at any code, but sometimes I peek at changes like this. Huh. I don't know if this is the right, because it's basically saying if you're authenticated, you can change your username. I don't know if I want that, but I think it's probably better than having guests change their username. Alright, passage text. Sure. Live WPM bigger, yeah. I don't know, this is for something that's not even available yet. Alright, these are 3 days ago, so I think these last two things are it, along with whatever else is gonna get merged here. So it's reviewing. Alright, there's one more PR coming in right here. The real fix that we're waiting on. What is the real fix? Where is it at, man? It says it's ready to go, but I don't see it. Maybe it already got merged. League race visibility. Am I tripping? Makeup. I don't think it made a PR. I think it just made a branch. Should I look at this change? Too much to look at. Alright, PR is created. Here we go. This is the one we're waiting on, man. The most important PR of the day. Hope it works. Should I just merge it, man? I'm just gonna merge it, because it already got reviewed. I saw Cornelius, the reviewer, right here, code reviewer, reviewing it. And then that's all that my review bot does, is launch. It launches Cornelius, the code reviewer. Anyways, everything is merged. It's, oops. What did I just click, man? It's time for me to test, perhaps. Well, got merged. Yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna test the locally, I suppose, if I remember how to do all that. I don't remember anything. Pull in my new changes, and then what do I do? No. Where's my command, man? Was it to look up Control R? Yeah, there we go. Command R. Tonko Balanko. Welcome. What's happened? Alright, here we go, guys. Moment of truth. Is the league gonna work? I don't care about anything else besides the league stuff. Leagues, here's my league. Start a race, and then come in here on my other account. That's, oh, look at that, man, it's working. Can't believe it is working, man. Well, let's see. Looks like it's working to me, you know. I don't even need codex. All right. Is this a good passage though? This passage is suspicious. This is like a fallback passage. Alright, how does that work though? Is it just one thing and then what, I gotta like, what if I refreshed? And that's it? I gotta start a race and it's just a one race thing? And then we got the leaderboards. And the history of races. I'll do one more race to see if we get a different passage. And then if there's no different passage, or if it uses one of those fallback passages. Uh-oh. These are the fallback passages, man. 100% sure. Alright, I'll just type it and then we'll try and figure out what's wrong here. Alright, here is the problem. I'm about to describe it to Claude. Alright, recently we fixed the league races to actually work. It was broken before. But now it's only kinda working because it's always using a fallback passage instead of the actual passages in our passages table. I'm running it on my local machine right now, so it's not pushed to production or anything, and the env file that I'm using in my Docker Compose is env.local. Can you figure out why we're not getting any real passages? Plan mode. And now I will look at all the other changes that we did besides that one. I mean, I just looked at them. What were they? I don't know how we'll test them. This one, make timer tick independently of keystrokes. That's easy to test. So there's a problem with this. There's a timer somewhere right here. When I start typing, if I stop typing, the timer would have stopped. But now it's ticking still, so that's good. I forget who reported that bug. Somebody in the Discord. Oh, I should make a new issue. I made a Discord for our Type Blazer, so link to the home page somewhere. Where's my Discord link? I'm gonna have to get it. Where is Discord at? Discord link is that. Here it is. If anybody is curious or anybody is interested in keeping up to date with Type Blazer, I still gotta set up the Discord a little bit, a lot better. It's kind of whack right now. I've only selected a profile picture. All right, what else we gotta do? So this timer thing is good. Let's see what else I should check. Avatars in the championship lobby. We can check that one. Here we go. Champion. Actually, I gotta just wait to check it. 2 more minutes. We'll see that one eventually. Let me see what Claude is up to. Always use hard-coded fallback passages instead of real passages. That is not good. All right, yeah, make all those changes. That sounds good to me. Anyways, I think we're making good progress now that the leagues thing is working, and then we can actually test the leagues more thoroughly now that the races are actually working, man. There's one more thing I saw while I was doing that league race. Maybe I should make wait, should I make a league race where we do a warm-up? League race. No, we don't need that. I don't think we need that, man. Let's see. What's this doing? Done. Is it just env file changes? Any code changes? One line on Docker Compose. Push the changes anyways. If it's in Docker Compose, it should be pushable. Commit this to main. Whatever. Don't care. All right, let me try. Oh, wait. The lobby is open. Oh, this is my real thing. Let me go into this one. Oh, this lobby isn't open. Dang, what the hell is all this +9 stuff? I don't know about that. Anyways, let me... Jeez. I guess I gotta bring down all this stuff. Let me just do the championship race for real. And then we'll push all these changes into prod, and then we'll test more in production. That's what we'll do, man. Here we go. 3 minutes until this thing starts. Hopefully I don't forget. In the meantime, I will build a new thing, new images to upload. All right. Oh, geez. It's Monday morning, man. I didn't do shit yesterday for Type Blaze. I didn't do anything over the Saturday either, man. I was just chilling, doing other stuff, chores and whatnot. Celestial Kitty Cats, thank you very much for the follow. Do you try out T-Mux? No, I didn't try out T-Mux. I said I didn't do anything. I was thinking I might do some stuff, but I thought maybe I should just take the weekend and step away from Claude Code for a bit. Getting too lost in the sauce, man. I don't want to burn out. I'm trying to pace myself. So I said I was going to look into Tmux. I said I was going to set up my staging environment. I said I was going to do my passages, and I didn't do anything, man. I'm going to do all those things this week, though, maybe. I'm going to start doing all those things this week. Say maybe the most important thing is probably setting up the staging environment, man. So I don't have to keep pushing bunk updates to production. And then maybe after that, try and clean up my passages, get some my real passage vision implemented. Right now it's just like a bunch of placeholder passages. Oh, Ricky Wong is in the house. Seaplane and Tony Desmond and Clistar. High Potential, thank you very much for the hydrate. Cheers. Alright, 1 minute until championship race. What up today? Nothing much, man. Just getting back in the swing of things for the week. Fully refreshed, I think. Ready to grind out the weekdays, man. Thinking about playing a World of Warcraft too. I'm not sure. It's March already. I know, man. It's damn March. Jeez. Q1 is almost over, and I feel like I haven't done too much that I wanted to. I think I made Type Blazer shirt is mandatory in Type Blazer streams. Yeah, I only got one of them though. Of course you play WoW. I don't play WoW. I'm thinking about playing WoW. I run out of funding on June 1st? What do you mean funding? I run out of funding. Hold on. Dang. After doing that passage, I always knew that carrots were genetically modified to be that color, but I didn't know it was the Dutch that did it. And I know that the Dutch royal color is orange. So man, that is interesting. I only know about the Dutch being orange, well, because I live there, but also because every Winter Olympics, like, on their speed skating uniforms, it's all orange, man, but their flag got no orange in it. So you gotta wonder, those dang Dutch made those carrots for real? funded right now by this DOE, and then oh right, I remember High Potential. You're doing that interesting stuff. It's very temporary. Gotta get more through these proposals or find another job. Since I'm early career postdoc, my work is basically up to the funding I can get. Dang, postdoc. I mean, sounds like you should be able to find a job with being, so educated. Skidoosh, what's happening? How am I doing? I'm doing all right, man. I'm about to push a new binary or new binaries to production. That's what's going on right now, and you are about to witness that, man. Here we go. I just click this button right here, and then we wait. PhD is more specific, not more smarter, so fewer job ops that are relevant in that sense. Yeah, but people see PhD and they're like, yeah, man, this guy, we gotta at least talk to this guy. You'll pass a lot of, your resume being thrown in the trash type of things because you have a PhD, I think. I don't really know. I imagine you have a lot higher chance of actually being interviewed than somebody without a PhD that applies to the same position. Gotta be dumb to fall into the academia trap? No, man. I don't think so. I think it takes a very curious mind or something, somebody who loves to learn, to do a PhD. I don't really know anything about PhDs, man. I'm not very academic. I did school and everything. I think I got good grades when I wanted to, but I was not into like school. I think if I went back to school now, I'd be like a top of the class, straight A student. But I don't know if I had the right maturity or the right mindset when I was younger and in school, man. I just didn't care. Anyways, let's see. Did everything already? It's basically not school, it's just your first job. They call school to underpay you, at least in my industry. Yeah, maybe. Keck, Lel, our resident troll. What's happened? PhD equal, I couldn't cut it in business, so I stayed in school. Man. School is a waste of time. PH, looks like we got a lot of school haters in here, man. I might be one of them too. I don't really like school. Some grad school programs are heavily just more class, but it's less common. It's required for my industry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all right, maybe people who go for PhDs either want to do research or they want to be a professor. I don't really see many other type of people doing that. But I don't really know. I don't even know anyone with a PhD, man, that well. I guess I meet some people, but none of my close friends or no one in my family has a PhD. Wait, unless you do something that is specifically locked behind education, like actual medical doctors or engineering or law. Engineering PhD isn't common or necessary really either. Basically law, doctor, academia. Yeah. I wonder how it's going to be in the future, because I feel like school is kind of not as popular as it was when I was growing up, man. It seems a lot of kids are choosing to not even go to school. I remember when I graduated high school, everybody went to college. It wasn't even like a choice. Everybody tried to go, man. But it seems today people are a bit skeptical of going to college because you can't even find a job, I think it will be a go to eat your accreditation test directly, no schooling. Will be filling the paper. Wait, what? Go to eat? Oh man, I was like, what am I reading, man? But do I need glasses? think it would be go to get your accreditation test directly, no schooling. It would be filling the paper, right? Doesn't prepare you for career well. Cost of college got too high. The upside is that more people who can't handle college won't go now and will end up in service jobs. Hi, Locoium. What's happened? I grew up in the same time where they flaunted college, but I went to college and everything college taught was nothing but basics. My student finance is like 100K lel. Never paying it off. Man, I graduated with about $30,000 of student loans. But I also had a almost full-time job basically my whole time in college. I worked at a dang Tire Kingdom, man. On and off for about 4 years in college. And I also took out student loans maybe for like the last 2 years or so. A stripper? Who's a stripper? Me? Nah. I worked at Tire Kingdom, man. What part of stripper works at Tire Kingdom? I was changing tires and changing oil, and every now and then doing alignments and stuff. In the UK, thankfully, the student finance gets nulled out after around 20 years. Dang, that's bumping. I think I got like $1,000 left in my student loans to pay off. Tire the Kingdom is a good name for working in academia. Enrosis in the house. What's happened? Speaking of cars, my engine blew up at the track yesterday. Need to get a cheap beater like you. Hey, you gotta look for the Pontiac Vibe in Enrosis. I'm telling you. Go look for them. Nobody wants them, and they're basically a Toyota Corolla. 150,000 miles. Who cares with the Pontiac Vibe, man? That thing lasts 300,000 miles or more. Stupid Subaru Boxster engine. Wait. You got you got one of them Toyota things or whatever it's called, right? The Toyota Subaru car. Man, I forget. I've been so out of the car thing for a long time. I don't even know the names of cars anymore. Yeah, BRZ GR86. Hey, you should. All right. Are you going to just buy a new engine? Or what are you going to do with that car, man? Get an engine swap? Get like a STI engine or something in there? If you actually want a car that lasts, buy a Suzuki Swift and enjoy your easy life. Man, they still make Suzukis? Sound Unwarranted Dearly is looking at it right now. I hope they don't try and screw me over. Yeah, don't tell them about you took it to the track. Tell them, hey man, I was just trying to merge onto this highway on I-95 and then, you know, boom, I heard this noise and I pressed the gas and nothing happened. Right? Anyways. What are we doing, man? I was supposed to like test things in production. First thing I want to test is the leagues. That's what we're trying to test, man. Alright, so if you want to join my private league that I don't even know if it works, and if you have an account on TypeBlazer, here you go. Hey, Shiznits from YouTube. What's happening? Infinite Mode UI coming to all games soon. I don't even have a bug to track that. Let me do that right now. Infinite Mode UI to all game modes. Some people like how this looks, so let's try to offer it for all game modes. Alright, so TypeBlazer thing. Alright, I'm gonna start a race. This is the first time I'm doing a leagues race. So I think if you just go to the leagues page, you should see the race being started or whatever. And then we're gonna try to race and see if it works. Seaplane 1 is in the house. Anyone else? Alright, Seaplane, it's just me and you for now, man. Let's try this. And then it should, like, you know, keep our leaderboards and stuff here. It messes up the UI a bit. Dang, Seaplane with the 85. Me with the 84. Alright, let me make a new issue. Because this is our old UI, man. Leagues race UI is outdated. We were so close, yeah. The Leagues race is using the older UI. We've since updated the UI a lot with avatars and everything like that. Let's make the league races use that new UI. What? I'm you? Let's make the league races use that new UI. Man, I'm telling you, handy. This program crashes on me like 3 times a week. Good thing it's free, man. I'll just type it for now. Let's make the leagues races use the new UI. Also, maybe let's make sure that the new UI code is, how do I say it's like shared between all the different race types, so that we don't have duplicated code everywhere. Think dry, or whatever that acronym is. Handy is not handy, man. What? No scoped JFK2. What's happening? I'm from Iran, but in US. I am excited for the regime change. My parents escaped to avoid Iran prosecution. Interesting. Were we talking about that though? I guess, man, I don't know, it's crazy whatever is going on over there. I don't really know too much, but I know things are bumping. I try not to talk about those things much on my stream. I don't think I'm very qualified to talk about global politics, man, you know. Is it politics or global events? Anyways. We are trying to check out the league races. So we have this leaderboard. Is there any coding area that you think Claude sucks at? None that I've noticed that it always fails. I haven't really... Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's pretty good at everything I throw at it. Yeah, not sure. I mean, it's really, hopefully the situation get better for both of us. Yes, I know there's a lot of people of all different backgrounds and cultures in this chat, you know, so I don't really want to try and cause trouble or whatever. I seem to have issues with concurrency or OS related projects. Alright, concurrency. I don't think I do too much of that. I don't know too much about concurrency. I don't know what you mean about OS related projects either. I'm non-binary from March? What does that mean, Monsters Dev? What are y'all talking about? Alright, my leaderboard is just tracking my wins. Wait, but it says I won. But here, It says Seaplane 1. Right? Let's make an issue of that. League race winner is inconsistent. Oh wait, Handy just crashed, so I gotta fix that, man. How do I fix that? Force quit. Start it back up. Should I use Willow or whatever for now? All right, here we go. Willow is up. Actually, I'm also a U.S. citizen. I actually born near me in Miami. Oh yeah, dang. So you lived in Miami or something? How much do you vibe code at work? 100%. This is my work. I'm so different. Might as well be from another planet. That's what I mean, or that's what I tell him. What? Yeah, skidoosh. I'm like nothing but vibes over here. All right, so league race winner is inconsistent. Test 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right. I did a private league race and it showed someone else as the winner, but on the leaderboards it showed me as the winner. Our WPMs were really close, like 85 versus 84. Let's figure out why this is giving inconsistent results and fix it, please. Dumpy Don, welcome to the party. How are you doing? I left when I was less than 1 year old. Dang. Wait, were you like a birth tourist? Like your parents went to Miami to have you and then they went back home? That's what my siblings are, man. Birth. I wasn't born in America. I was born in Jamaica. But I know a lot of people in Jamaica just travel up to the US to have their kids and then stay for a bit and then they'll go back home. Well, they used to do that. I don't know if they still do it these days. Anyways, what other issues were there with this Type Racer League? The UI thing? All right, let's work on a couple of those things right now. Clear out some of these dang clods. All right. Clean slates. Which issues? 697. Do issue 697. Plan mode on. 699 and 700. And then I'm going to close this issue. Because it was a duplicate. I already made this issue. I bought everything in the shop till 300 Blazer bucks left. Oh dang, I gotta raise the Blazer bucks prices for everything in the Avatar shop. I think things have been cheap for too long, man, and I don't want everybody to get all the avatars like that. So sometime this week, I will be raising all my Blazer or all the Avatar shop item prices, man. I think right now everything is like 5 Blazer bucks. But most avatars are going to be probably at least 500 Blazer bucks for some of the shit ones. to maybe like 1,000 or 1,500 Blazer bucks, 2,000 Blazer bucks maybe. I don't know. Mermaid Skills, welcome to the party. How are you doing? Just want to say hi. Hey, hello there. How are you doing, man? How's World of Warcraft? We might play some of that. I don't know yet. Anyways, playing right now. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. We might play. Maybe sometime this week. Alright, which other issues we gotta work on? New expansion is gorgeous. I haven't played WoW since maybe Cataclysm or Wrath of the Lich King or something. I wish I had zero obligations and could play video games. Man, you got 5 jobs. Just quit one of your jobs, Keck. I need to get back in. I don't know. I don't know if I need to get back in, but maybe I might look. Alright, so we got 3 Claudes working, planning. Like money in 5 years, this well dries up. Be plenty of time to game when there's no more jobs, yeah? Hey, Keck, are you really overemployed, man, with 5 jobs, or is that more of an exaggeration? Maybe you got 2 jobs? I don't know. Yes, actually 5. That is insane, man. If you have 5 jobs, you're like that one dude that went viral the other day, like a few months ago. Maybe that dude is you. There's some guy who had like, he worked at every single startup in the Bay. 3 are lower maintenance and 2 are more hardcore. How many hours a week do you estimate that you work? 18. Man, what the hell? That can't be right. You're just talking nonsense now. 18 hours a day. Is this the guy that had the 5 jobs? Alright, I'm just gonna accept here. You actually do that? I mean, alright, it's not impossible to work 18 hours a day like that, man. Because I've done it, but I haven't done it for an extended period of time. For 18 hours a day, maybe I can last 2 or 3 months before I need a break. My wife brings me food and drinks, and I take 2 days off on weekends. That sounds nuts, man. If you are not trolling, you should actually... man, I think a lot of people would be interested to hear. Maybe, I was gonna say you should make a video or something, but perhaps you just want to keep this a secret, you know? Maybe you can do an interview with somebody. And you show up in, you know, one of those crime interviews where the person they're interviewing is all in the shadows and they have that voice changer. Maybe you can do one of those, man. Because I think it is very interesting to hear from somebody who does that and like what your day-to-day is like and how you achieve to like not get fired or how you manage to not get fired. I was doing 12-hour days and I'm officially burnt out. But I can't stop now. Dang, 1 back seat. What's happening? Do you have a toilet near the PC? Yeah, you need one of those toilet chairs for real. I'm an idiot on Twitch. Oh, yeah? Oh, I know, man. Don't you worry. All right, here we go. Accept. I forget what this one is. Discord link. Easy work. 699 and 700. Keck, thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Hey, are all your jobs in different time zones? Because that's wild. Yeah, how much do you make? For 5 jobs? What's that, like 700, 800K? Maybe if you got all 200K jobs, it's like $1 million, man. Not the lovely American salary. Dang. So you're working 5 jobs to get like one Bay Area salary, maybe. I don't know. I guess, 400-500K in the Bay for like a senior. 500K after tax. Dang, that's like 900K, man. You're bumping. That's pretty much more than American salary, man. What you talking about? Thailand tax incentives. Dang, you live in Thailand, so I'm not sure where in Thailand, but wherever it is, man, you must be living crazy. Oh, right, Chiang Mai. Hey, are you there right now? I used to live near Wat Phaham. It's in like the northeast or something. Let me pull it up. Central Festival. Man, I don't remember. Is that like a big mall? I'm gonna pull up the map real soon. Right now. Well, I'm gonna show you where I used to live in Chiang Mai. You got legends in the chat? Hey, maybe. Alright, here we go. Chiang Mai. You lived about 15 minutes from a house. So you know where Wat Phaham is. Where is it, man? It's like somewhere up here. Yeah, right here. So Wat Phaham. I lived literally, I'm gonna show you. I lived in here, man. I lived in like one of these houses. I was paying $400 a month, and they're 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom houses. These things, and they're all like king size bedrooms too. I ain't living near Ping River after recent flooding. Dang. I guess it's close. I used to come down. I used to just walk along here, take taxis. Hey, I don't know if you look Thai or anything, but I remember living there. One of my favorite things was taking the little red trucks everywhere. Like, they look like this, but they're red. I don't know if they got red trucks like that anymore. The tuk-tuks, I don't know, man. They're trying to charge too much. I take them red trucks, and then, they always try and charge the tourists more money. The buses, are they the buses where you just jump in the back? I don't see any red trucks here because that was like 10, 12 years ago. But you used to just jump in the back of one of them, man. Oh, there's one. A red truck like this. These types of things. Right? So like the local price is like 20 baht, 30 bahts. That's like $1 or less. But they try and charge tourists like 200 baht, I'm like, come on, man. Get out of here. It's basically equipment, and yes, it's still common. This is cheap as hell if you can understand the system. Yeah, I took those exclusively, man. The tuk-tuks, they want like 100 bahts. 100 baht is like $3, man. I just call Bolt everywhere. Yeah, if you're making 500K living in Chiang Mai, why wouldn't you just hire a private driver, man? This is random, but are you on a Mac Mini and would you recommend it? I'm on a Mac Studio, and it's bumping. I don't know if I'd recommend it. I'd have to look over your finances to recommend that, man. Oh, wow. Mermaid skills. Have you been to Thailand? What were you doing in Thailand? I was living for cheap, just like Kek. It's like 200 baht for a bolt, and it never takes more than 2 minutes. 200 baht. What is the conversion rate these days? It's like 30 baht to $1. Never been that way. It's nice. It's like everything is so cheap, man. I remember I was there. I think I moved there with like $3,000 to my name. That's why I moved there, because I only had not much money. But my $3,000 was enough runway to last, like a year. Especially if you cook. Keck, I don't know if you cook over there, but when I was living there, I was basically cooking every single day. Like, I go to the supermarket, cook rice and chicken, and I was living for like $1 a day, man, or something crazy. You have nice hair, nice clothes, bro. I swear, if I was a girl, I will marry you. QX230. I am married, so I don't know if I would marry you, man, even if you were a girl. Um, I know my wife does it, and it costs like 8,000 baht a week. What about the motorcycle taxes? Yeah, the tuk-tuks, or what, like Grab? We order obscene amounts of food. Damn. Hey, I used to, man, Hungry Panda or something was the delivery service when I was living there. Man, everything might have been changed. Food Panda, not Hungry Panda. All right, enough about Chiang Mai, man. Right? What we're doing? Let me see. I was just waiting on these things to finish. You need to move back out there with money. All right, I guess I had money when I had $3,000 when I moved there, but I made a bunch of money while I was living there. I was making probably not as much as you, a lot less, but certainly a lot for living in Chiang Mai. I think I was making uh like, I don't want to say too much. Yeah, I was making like 200K out there when I was there. And it was real easy to live. Like, you didn't even have to worry about money, man. You just did whatever you felt like to. And then, what are you doing for your visa? Are you just leaving every 3 months, or do you actually have a tourist visa for like multiple entry, or DTV? I don't know what that is. Something. Anyways, Chiang Mai. Oh, 5-year visa for digital nomads. Dang. Times have changed, man, because that wasn't available. When I was there, I had to do the visa runs, so I got like a multiple entry tourist visa or something, like 3 times you could go back and forth. So every few months I'd have to leave and go to like Laos or wherever, somewhere close. I used to have to do that too. I used to have to study Thai between my job. Yeah. I liked living in Chiang Mai a lot. It reminded me a lot of where I grew up in Jamaica in some ways. Maybe I would live there sometime in the future. I don't know. Being morning scrums in Bolt. I've I've actually also liked Vietnam. I don't know if you've explored Vietnam, but I lived in Vietnam for a bit as well. And I think I prefer Vietnam over Thailand. And if I were to live somewhere cheap, I don't know, man. I've almost died in that land of hell, dang. Raxo, how are you doing, Raxo? Anyways, I don't know what you're doing in Vietnam where you almost died. Yeah, Da Nang is where I'd probably try and live. I've never been to Sapa or Hoi An. I was living in Hanoi, and I just stayed in Hanoi. I didn't really go anywhere except Ha Long Bay. But man, Vietnam was bumping when I lived there. It felt like more of a city than Chiang Mai for sure. It was way bigger. Hoi An is very near Da Nang, and Hanoi is a shithole. You don't like Hanoi, man? I liked Hanoi a lot. Kinda. It got old really quickly. I think it's very segregated in Hanoi too, meaning like all the expats lived in one area only in Hanoi called, I don't remember where the Teho, no, somewhere where all the expats live. So you only run into expats, and they're all like, all they do is drugs and get drunk all day, man. I didn't really enjoy that too much. Anyways, we got to do some work instead of talking about living in cheap places. I absolutely hate that I don't want to see any farangs. Yeah, that's one thing that I got tired of. But you could go certain places in the city and there would be no farangs or no foreigners or whatever anywhere. It would just be like, I made friends. Every time I go to a country, I always try and make local friends, man. And I hang out with them exclusively. I don't really try and hang out with foreigners as much. But when you hang out with them, man, it's interesting. They show you the culture and they show you what they do. And it's a vibe, you know? If you immerse, it's fantastic. Yeah. I think we probably have very similar travel styles then. Anyways, feel like we gotta stop talking about travels. Start talking about vibe coding. Back to infinite mode. Infinite mode coming one day. I was trying to go to Japan, man. I was trying to go live in Japan, like, for long term ish, but it didn't work out. I had troubles getting a visa for all of my family. So now I don't live in Japan because if everything worked out, all the visas worked out, I'll be streaming from Japan right now. I'll be streaming from there in a few weeks. Get digital nomad visa in Thailand or Vietnam and travel to Japan and back. That's an interesting. You'd be speaking Japanese too? I mean, I studied Japanese for a bit, but I'm no good, man. I don't remember anything. It's re-entry visa so you can just jump around. Dang. That's what you've been doing, huh? There's a lot of places out there I'd like to visit. Now I say put my daughter as one. I can't be traveling. I see. I see, man. It's starting to make sense. All right. Hey, what the hell, man? It's just updating now. So maybe... Did we do another race? How come Seaplane is up here right now? Maybe that whole issue is bunk. Because Seaplane wasn't up here before. And now... I don't understand. Anyways, there's some issues with this. I want to see race history with all their participants and ranks. Let me make a new issue for that. League race history. For the league races, I'd like to see all the participants and their rankings when we're looking at the history. Let me think about that a little bit more. Let me take a screenshot actually. And then I'll tell it right now it's only showing the winner and their WPMs, but it doesn't show the participants. It only shows the number of participants. I'd like to see all of the participants, their WPMs, basically the whole rankings for each race when you click on it. All right, 700. Do issues. Wait, that wasn't issue 700. That was issue 701. Plan mode. Make PR. Oh, championship race is something I also gotta check. That the avatars show up. Man, these avatars are too small though. Let me make a bug for this as well. I swear I made a bug for it already. Championship race results avatar too small. Man, is that the right image? Hey, how can I see all of my screenshots, man? Where's my finder? All right, here we go. Championship race. So I want these avatars to be bigger, like this one. And then I'll do daily leaderboard. I want the championship race leaderboard avatars to be the same size as the daily leaderboard avatars. All right. What else? What else? Just wait for some of these things to finish. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, this one is for the Discord. That should get reviewed. What's this one doing? Race winner inconsistency. Man, I have some more information for this one. Let me see what it's saying though. Plan. Front end receives unsorted player data from game finish. Sorts client by WPM minus no tiebreaker. Leaderboard SQL finalized league race sorts by WPM ascending. Finish that ascending, but finish that defaults to now, making that tiebreaker useless. Interesting. Let me talk to Claude without making a bug. I'm going to explain what I just saw with the championship race in the leagues, or the league race. Here we go. I just did a league race recently where the winner did not show up in the leaderboard until maybe 5 or more minutes after the race finished. Can you investigate and tell me if there's some type of caching going on, or like why did it take so long for them to show up in the leaderboards? Pets, hello world. What's happening? Welcome to the party. Good morning to you. 6 times vibing. This is pretty normal, man. I'd say. If you set up your vibe coding thing, I think everyone is doing parallel agents. Are you vibe coding at work, Pat? Because if you are, you should be parallelizing. Sometimes, yeah. That's nice. Wait, sometimes only? That's crazy. You actually write manual code these days? Or maybe most of your work isn't coding? Because that's how it was for me, man. I hardly coded at work. Alright, what else? 702. Copilot sometime trolling. Dang, you only can use Copilot? Well, I don't know anything about Copilot, man. Maybe Copilot you can load up like Opus 4.6 in it. I don't know. Yeah, I've never used Copilot, man. Alright, we need more bugs to do. Should I do Reddit OAuth? I think so. This one can do work. Alright, this one is PR is made. What was this? Put the Discord link. Can clear that one out. DN Bull. What's poppin'? I can use Opus 4.6, but like very limited. Dang. So your job pays for that, but they don't even give you access to the most bumpin' LLM? They ain't serious, man. You gotta tell your people at work, hey, get me Claude Max Plan, and you'll see. Tell them just experiment, man. Just throw you the Max Plan for 1 month and track your productivity. And then go ham for that 1 month. And then they give you Claude, and then you just slowly dial it down, you know? I don't know if you can do that. But I'd try, man. I'd try and talk to my manager or my skip manager. I don't know how big the company you work for is. But I'd try and make a case, you know, to get the best vibe coding tools out there. Anyways. Type Blazor is coming together, man. I don't think I was planning initially to put so much effort into Type Blazor, but I think it's coming along nicely and I'm having a lot of fun, and I think I'm making good progress, so I don't see why I would stop working on it. I really want to get my leagues working right so that we can finally move away from Type Racer and fully onto Type Blazor. And then I also want to get my passages right. And then I'll start like trying to market the website, man. I don't know. I've never done anything like this, so it's gonna be a big learning experience. And then I'll slowly shift my focus from working on Type Blazor to working on Algo Blazor, which hopefully I can build as well. I don't know. It's a little bit more complicated though. Alright, Discord link. Should we look at that? Or should I just... I'm just gonna push the prod. Rebuild my images. Jeez. I'm getting hungry. Alright, who wants work? Who wants more work? One of these guys, probably. This guy right here needs more work. Make leagues work. I'm going to close this issue since they're kind of working now. Race results need adjustments. Oh, this is a duplicate thing. I'll close this one since it's a dupe. I think... Alright, I think we're working on the most important things already. So, alright, what are they asking? What's this? Oh, this is my talk. Do you recall how the race ended? Did everyone finish typing or did some players disconnect, not finish? Everyone finished typing. Which leaderboard are you referring to? The league leaderboard. Would you like me to fix the bug I found? The plan covers adding finalization to all game ending paths. Just investigate for now. Algo Blazer sounds so much stressful than just mindlessly typing words. Hey, Ricky Wong, what's happened? Ricky Wong, I got a question for you. You said that you've been having some issues with the championship race lobby. Can you describe maybe what went on in there? Like you were just chilling in this thing and it joined the lobby for you, or you were in the race but you never clicked join. Maybe the site was open for multiple races in a row and it happened like at one of those future races. Are you still on the $100 Claude plan? I'm on the $200 max plan. I've never been on the $100 plan. Maybe I was on the $100 plan like last year or a long time ago. Yo, Simon, cool idea would be to make a typing fighting game. Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but maybe. You also study a lot of CS theory. I do not. I don't think I study any CS theory. Maybe some leak code every now and then, but it's not like I'm reading books about graph theory, man. I don't know much. Best part of being overemployed, all companies give me cloud subscriptions. Having 3 max plans for free the dream. What? Hey, I'm struggling to even cap out 1 max plan. I think I could do it though if I got crazy with it, but it will take a lot of planning and orchestration to max out 3 plans as one person. Do you ever hit limits in Claude Max? Last week I hit the limit, or I was at like 98%, and then I kind of just stopped working. Wait, so I think there's a UX issue where I load the page and didn't realize to press join despite having done so many races. But also some other times I definitely pressed join and it led to nothing. Most of the time it was before your scheduler fixes, so I wouldn't worry about that. Okay. I'll keep an eye on it though. I haven't noticed anything too funky. Some jobs are just Ralph Loops, man. Keck, I'm not gonna lie, man. You're making me think I should just go get a dang remote job of who cares what type of job and just have them pay me while I vibe code everything and pretend that I'm actually working until they fire me. And then just actually do my real work, like my work, and then just do a job, actually do the job 30%. Yeah, maybe if I can find like a job that pays me 100K plus, which should be easy-ish, hopefully. Then I just chill and pretend like I'm a bad employee. I don't know if I have, I don't know if I'm in the right mindset to do that though. What do you do for work? To have 5 servers. What? Wait. Set up a few Ralph loops and you cap out quick. Best perk being employed: free Claude Max and Open AI plans. I don't know if that's the best perk because you can buy those, man. It's only a few $100s. 30% for you, 70% for the agent. I actually do all my work to above average standards, so I don't leech. Dang, that's bumping. 100K is easy to get. The problem is getting a 300K job. Well, I want a job that I don't care about, man. Like I want a job where I actually don't. The expectations are so low that I could just show up for like 5 hours a week. Man, I'm kind of describing my old job where the expectations are so low. The only problem with my old job is I had to go in person into the office. I don't know why I quit that job, man. Anyways, because I had to go into the office and I couldn't do what I'm doing now. As time goes on, I'll think about that, man. F that, I'd rather work 1,000 hours remote than 1 hour in the office. I don't know about those extremes, but right now in my life, I prefer remote. Especially if, man, you got like crazy remote though. You got international remote, which is not normal. I don't think many companies allow international remote like that, man. Unless you're working for like a Thai company, you know. You should ping the old manager. Can I join back? Nah, man, I don't want to go into the office. Numbers is in the house. Hey, what's happening, Numbers? How you doing? Long time. I got a website, Numbers. It's called typeblazer.com. And I'm trying to make Type Racer clone, basically. No, you only get the tax joy if it's foreign income. Wait, what? What they don't know doesn't hurt them. Right. I see what you're saying, man. Oh, am I? Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to click join. Zero tax on foreign income in Thailand. That's a true hack. Is your wife Thai? Like, or something? Or I guess you have the digital nomad visa, so you don't even, like, you are legally allowed to. Oh, Burmese bumping. I guess you can work in Thailand with the digital nomad visa, and then all the money that you make remote is just tax free. And maybe the UK has like non-residents don't pay taxes, similar to other countries that aren't America. In America, you gotta pay taxes. It doesn't matter where you live, man. You gotta pay taxes. Dang, Numbers has signed up for the championship race. It's gonna be bumping. Here we go. Hope it works. Keck, are you test? Have you been messing with my website, man? Dang. Oh, look, the names are showing up now. Very good. This is cool. Hey, thank you very much, Numbers. I've been working on this pretty much full time for the last 4 weeks or so. I just got tired of Type Racer, and it's been coming along nicely. So there's a few different features I'm working on. Right now we got championship race every hour on the hour. We got single player things you can do. We got the multiplayer rooms you can create, but there's no like quick race right now. And then the daily challenge, to type to see the one passage. You get 2 attempts at the daily challenge, but if you do the second attempt, your first attempt is replaced. Stream clipping. Hey, Claude doing a type check. Hey, Claude causes my PC to stutter all the time. I don't know if that's a thing. No preview definitely makes race harder. Yeah, I try to not. I know lots of people like to try and cram the thing, so I want it to just be like, boom, go, you know? There's no capital gains tax in Singapore? Bumping. Wait, I don't mess with it at all. Only have time for more. Wait, what are you talking about? Poor grammar noise in the chat? Oh, the test. I see if you're messing with my website. Ricky Wong said he messed up. Let me look at that championship race. Dang, Numbers got the W. I didn't even see that, man. Very good. Oh yeah, there's also the avatar shop. Right now, everything is on a super sale. It's limited price, like $5 for each avatar. So you should buy it now, because I'm gonna raise all those prices soon to their real price. Seems like you can just refresh during the daily chant. Hey, don't tell nobody that, Numbers. I noticed this last night. I tried to let me actually make a bug. I did notice that as well. Wait, can you see the statistics of each run? I tanked from 150 to 50 WPMs. I could see it somewhere, but there's no UI for it, man. Ricky Wright, he not wrong. Can't be saying those things, man. Wait, so daily passage cheats. I could just refresh mid-passage to take a new daily passage attempt. Let's find some way where as soon as the person starts to type, or maybe they have to click the start button to like register their attempts for the daily passage. Or something, man. Let's fix this so Numbers can't cheat. Anyways. I notice I can see the run analysis only immediately and never after. No permanent link. Oh, that's a good point, Ricky Wong. The analysis is all there, man. I'm logging crazy amounts of information. Every keystroke. So there's a lot of data that is not displayed that hopefully I will be able to process in the future and present like nice graphs about your typing history and all that stuff. But you're right. I say typing or I don't know, typing analysis not available for historic races. We should make all of the analysis available always for all races that you've done. So Numbers, I'm 100% vibe coding this whole website. Not one line of code has been written by hand. This is one of my greatest experiments I've ever done, man. To see if it's possible. Everyone says you can't vibe code something. You can tell? Nah, you can't tell, man. You can tell because you watch me all the time vibe coding it. But maybe if you had stumbled upon the site, I don't know if it would be too obvious. I wish I could vibe code. I'm writing code for my final year project and I'm taking so long. Alright, maybe you shouldn't vibe code while you're in school too much. Or maybe you should. I'm not sure. But I think you got enough skills to do whatever your final year project is manually. You need a Figma subscription to fix that nasty UI. Keck, man, this UI is so sick. What are you talking about? It's not perfect, but there are some things I'd like to change. But I'm trying to like create a real video game vibe instead of a website vibe. But maybe that's That's not the play. But anyways, I like my UI so far. Just fix it with Figma or V0, type what you want and have it do it. Yeah. I haven't tried Figma yet, man. I should probably try and integrate Figma into my flow a little bit. I think it will come up with some interesting things. But I told the LLMs my vision for the design. I didn't make it just make a UI for me. I told it exactly what I wanted. And it basically did what I wanted. I made my blog the other day. I only vibe coded part of the front end because I'm bad with React. What do you mean only part of the front end? I would have done the whole thing. Figma makes it really nice. Yeah, I find they use too much. There's some giveaways that this is vibe coded. The biggest giveaways for me is the gradient background and the gradients in the titles. Anytime I see gradients in a website these days, I'm thinking, dang, that must be vibe coded. Glow text, yeah, but I told it to make the text glow. Maybe I should run that back. We'll see. This is not the final UI. Of course, nothing is ever final, but I'm gonna do some changes. I have a issue to track that. It's fine, but it needs identity. Yes, I think it's missing. I have big plans for this homepage. I just haven't been focused on it yet. Have a look at this to help you check components and ref that in design with AI. Components gallery. Oh, so I find something I like and then be like, hey, make me a component like this. Wait, what the hell is Windows 95 stuff out here, man? The heck was that? You want some real 90s UIs going on here. Anyways, I guess you can style it however you want, right? Hold up, man. I don't even know who did that. Don't Defense wants a type racer. The reality is it gives you mass amounts of UI parts, etc. Alright, go to view all wait, it clicks into a hella odd one. Wait, so I go here. Hey, Don't Defense, hold up 1 second. View all components. Alright, right there. And then they got, alright, let's say, which one of these components? Do I need a hero? Alright, you just pick one of these that you like. Alright, I'll try and use this sometime. Well, maybe not that one. Alright. Type racer for now until I officially deprecate type racer from my stream. Here we go. First race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. Can help guide AI if you don't use Figma. If you use Figma, you can skip this step. Alright, I'm gonna look into Figma, man. Alright, I can't wait to deprecate Type Racer. This might be one of the very last races that we do in Type Racer, since my private league races is somewhat working now. First race warm-up, second race championship round. Cool, I just did enough to buy out the shop. Yeah, nice. Those shop prices are kept low in while I'm developing, so you guys can test out the avatars and stuff. There are some new avatars also coming soon. Dang, Ricky Wong, 133, numbers 128. We got some serious competition up in here. That was just the warm-up, and Don't Defense with an 88. tied with me. I did a few type racers yesterday, and the ads kept shifting the input field during the race, just like right now. I'm very yeah. Hey, Ricky Wong, everybody knows type racer sucks, man. I don't even know why I'm on this site right now. This is one of the biggest reasons I hate type racer. The ads are just whack, but I pay for premium, man. I think when I played type racer originally, the ads would cause things to stutter, and I needed ad block for the site to work right, you know. Type Racer's days are numbered, man. Don't you worry. All right, here we go. Championship race. I like Monkey Type. Monkey Type's all right, but I'll talk about that soon. I'll talk about my things I don't like about Monkey Type. Ooh, look at that 138, 133. Ricky Wong came out on top. Trolled in the beginning, dang. It was such a close race. Don't defense, 104. Good competition, yeah. It's too many fast typers in here. Clistar, 81. Alright, Ricky Wong, 138. Goes up on the websites. I don't know how many more people go up on here, man. 138 WPM is whack, yeah. Would you ever make a vibe code a game in Unreal or Unity? Yeah, I don't see why not, but I don't have plans to do that right now. Maybe in like the far future. Alright, somebody said they like Monkey Type. Afghani Kush. What's happened? Monkey Type is nice. It's also a big inspiration for Type Blazer. But Monkey Type, man. Monkey Type first is single player only. And Monkey Type also, I guess the words they use by default are like words that you can type really fast. So it gives you padded stats, I think. It makes people think that they can type faster than they really can. So I'm trying to like not pad stats here with my site. I got ads right now. Anything over 90 is pretty good. Wait, Unity and Unreal vibe coding, good luck. AI still fails game dev for the most parts. Yeah, I haven't tried. I've never done any game dev, man. But I imagine you can vibe code some stuff, right? Maybe that will be my next experiment. Yeah, they use less words with capitals, which is easier. Yeah, that's for sure they do that. And numbers, like actual typing numbers is hard for me. I see I'm new here. Didn't know you are making your own. That's cool. Yeah, it's typeblazer.com. It's live right now, but it is still under development. But there are some things work. Like everything here should work. Single player, multiplayer, championship race every hour on the hour. Daily challenge. See how you do on the leaderboard. Dang. I used to be number 1 and now I'm number 5. Buddy. Dang. Should I retake? Alright, this is how the daily works here. You are allowed 2 tries, but it doesn't take your maximum score. It takes your most recent score. So I'm gonna retake it right now, man. And we gotta fix the thing. Alright, here we go. Jesus, I went slower, man. Shouldn't have done that. There's no way Ricky Wong actually types 170. That's so whack, man. Ricky Wong is really fast typer. Wait, I know AI is still fully shits the bed on these topics. It can handle UI, data, etc. Wait, how do you plan on monetizing? Ads? I'm not sure yet, man. Right now, I'm not too worried about monetizing. My goals for Type Blazor are more to just try and build something that a lot of people use. And then I'll think about monetizing. I don't want to try and like monetize too early or like stuff ads in everyone's faces. Maybe if I develop some really nice avatars, I might charge for them or something like that. But I don't want to like try to monetize too quickly. Maybe I have it where you can like watch an ad and you get another daily attempt or who knows what. Watch an ad to get some Blazor bucks every day. We'll see. This is the first and only time I have used refresh. It's OP and I don't really like cheating. Typing was legit though. Man, Ricky Wong refreshing. Yeah, Ricky Wong actually types fast. I haven't seen videos, but I believe it, you know. Because there's been a few people in here that type crazy. Pixel Pusher, not here right now. But Pixel Pusher, look at this. He's literally like top 200 fastest typers in Type Racer or something like that. Fluffy is pretty fast too. Not here right now either. And then Ricky Wong, pretty fast. But if you took out Pixel Pusher, Zapak, and Fluffy, Ricky Wong would be on the top of my leaderboards. I don't think I could get 170 in any amount of refreshes. Not yet, man, but you gotta train numbers. You gotta train. If you trained typing as hard as you trained algorithms, maybe you could get that, you know? I think I bottle out at 110 on a good day. 110 is fast, I think. In my eyes, anybody who types above 100 is fast. How far down am I? I feel like most of the wins are 120. Let's see. Where are you? Where's the website, man? 111. The fastest time you've had here is 143 miles per hour. It's not Ricky Wong fast. Yeah, no, not Ricky Wong fast. My fingers can type fast, but my brain is too slow to read. I'm only 75. I think I struggle with this too, man. My brain can't read as fast as my fingers want to go. Sometimes I get stuck. Like my brain just malfunctions and I can't send the signal to my finger to move, and then it just freezes for like a split second. Ricky's fingers be like Veyron, what? I'm like, oh, that's them fancy cars. Anyways, we gotta do some vibe coding, man. I'm just showing off the sites. Did I make a PR? Make PR. Make PR. Brain finger buffering is real. Yeah, for me, when I make a mistake, I usually end up typing 4 or 5 extra characters before deleting. Dang. Anytime I make a mistake, it throws me off completely, and I start making more mistakes. Reading no problem. Typos, big mega problem. Man, I can't read fast. That's for sure. Not only reading, I think it's also like typing words. I don't have such a great vocabulary because I don't read books or anything. And then I don't use those fancy words when I'm typing. So I've never typed like so many words that I get in some passages. Like, let me see. In this random passage, I have never typed this word. That's a proper noun. I've never typed whatever this word is. Is this even a word? Never seen this in my whole life. Baptized? I don't think I've ever typed baptized in my life. Yeah. Anyways. Vocabulary makes big difference. I'm interested in buying a keyboard though. Dang, what have you been typing on? Just your laptop keyboard the whole time? Arrondis. Yeah. This is a word? I guess. It's for Paris. Do you tell AI to get the hardest typing words? Nah. I scraped Wikipedia, so these are all like facts from Wikipedia. I don't even know what this Claude Monet. Hey, is this who they named Claude after? Who they named Claude after? Not this guy. Who was Claude Code named after? Claude Shannon, whoever that is, not Claude Monet. Ricky types with his feet, yeah. It's a woman, for real? Who's a woman? Wait, one of the passages I got on Typeblazer was some passage spamming scientific names of some plant throughout the passage. That's pretty brutal, yeah. The passages on Typeblazer are not final. They're more of a placeholder right now while we develop the website. I will be focusing on the passages once I get more closer towards my like 1.0 release. There doesn't seem to be a huge bank of sentences. I've gotten Pegasus 1 4 times now. Yeah, there is not. There's only about 20 Wikipedia articles that I've scraped, so they might not be the exact same sentence, but they're very similar. Which is why I gotta clean them up when I'm ready to release 1.0. Wait, make typing have all the scroll bar so much cleaner. Give me an option to set my visual output for typing. I can type so much faster. Yeah, Keck, man, I'm tracking that issue. All right, you know what? I will give it to one of my agents to work on right now. Who's gonna work on it? This one right here. Hey, no worries. Hey, Fluffy is in the house. Speaking about legendary typers, man. Fluffy is one of them. So many fast typers. Do you listen to cool music? I don't think my music is that cool. Claude Shannon is a dude that invented information. Before him, nobody could learn or communicate anything. So much more satisfying to type with. Alright, we'll try and get that one up today or tomorrow. Alright, cool music. I listen to a lot of reggae. I listen to a lot of trance, techno. I listen to lo-fi. I listen to a lot of emo music from back when I was growing up. And so I think all the music I listen to is cool. But maybe you guys don't think so. Alright, let's see. Do you ever try out Suno to generate music? No. Why would I try and generate music, man? I mean, infinite, I can get 120. Dang, with side scroll. Interesting. Alright, we're working on that. We're working on a lot. I think I have, let me see, because we've been talking a lot of nonsense for a bit, man. Let me see what things have been done. Which pull requests. Once these merge, maybe I'll start testing, push the new version to prod. Saw a generated Kanye in Chinese today. It must have been Suno. It was amazing and hilarious. Alright, I haven't tried AI generated Suno music or whatever, but sometimes on Spotify, maybe is it Spotify? Maybe I've listened to some like remixes of popular songs in a different era. Like I think I I think it was like some 50 Cent. If 50 Cent released his music in the 50s, what it would sound like with like In the Club or I forget, man, but it was good too, Keck. I remember, but not good enough for me to download or anything. I used to like a lot of shoegaze music as well. Um, these days I try and listen to music without lyrics. Early 2000s was a great time. Are you saying this because that's when you were growing up in the early 2000s, or are they is the early 2000s like objectively a good time for music? I'm not sure, man. I mean, I agree. I like early 2000s music, but I think it's more because that's the era I grew up in. I don't think, you know, I think everybody kind of just likes whenever they grew up when they were a teenager. All right, what have we merged? Discord community link and race history, league race history details. All right, we need more changes than that. I'm currently taking a composition course. Want to hand code me some orchestral music? What? Can you do that, man? You're just gonna code up music composition? Any reason why you're doing that, Fluffy? Are you doing it like video game music, or are you really into being a composer or something? Middle high school, and I was on 26.4 kbs dial-up. Dang. I just mean the music. Dang, early 2000s you were on a dang dial-up modem. Not in America, right? I think by this time we had cable internet. It was super fast. None of that dial-up stuff. I guess everybody didn't have it. You'd have to pay more money for it. I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek. I'm not actually coding the music. I use a music notation software called MuseScore. It's a hobby. Nice. Maybe I like to code music like this.
So I have this arpeggiator that's running through a sequence of notes or chords, and it's using a supersaw sound. And I have the envelope set here, and also a low pass filter envelope that's on a slider. So if I change the slider, it's gonna make it sound brighter. And then I have a similar setup on this bass line up here, where I have the
Interesting.
low pass filter slider set pretty low.
Should I make music too? Forget vibe coding, Type Blazer, man. Should we all just become musical DJs or musical producers with AI? Hey, my brother is actually a musician, man. He studied music. Well, he studied audio engineering, not like music. Hold up. I grew up in Silicon Valley and all my friends had DSL, but nothing was available for me until 2005. Dang, what the hell, man? That's crazy. I was having cable like in the year 2000, man, in Florida. Wait, Sturtle Music in code is whack? There's a whole cult community doing that? What are you talking about? You should try out UK rap. It's cool. I know some UK rap, man. What's that guy? What's that song that went viral? Man's Not Hot. Or, yeah, take off your jacket. Man's not hot. What's that? Is it this? Is it this song?
My brother, he's got a pumpy, big tin. Hold tight, my man.
Oh yeah, I know this song, man. This is the only UK rap song I know. Maybe I know a little bit more. We should make music from Type Blazer Rhythms. Vibes with vibe coding. What? One of my group projects in uni last year was making alternative music notation software. How did that go, Numbers? I missed the day with no obligation. If I could smoke into oblivion and make music, I'd make some fire with AI these days. Wait, storms? Wait, what are you talking about? That's not, yeah, man's not hot. What's storms, man? Is that some UK rap? I mean, there's this other guy, man. I forget his name. Anyways. Let me see what this is. Strudel. Live coding platforms, right? How do I work? How do I work this? I don't even know what this is saying. I might have to show my brother or something, man. Anyways, man, are we doing anything productive right now? Or are we just talking to chat? Idling. This is fire. What? Alright. Last link I'm gonna look at. Shut up. I ain't listening to the whole thing though.
What's that? What, pushback?
No, the case.
I'm a big fan of like UK stuff though.
State your name, cuz.
Stormzy, innit?
And what we doing today?
Rapping, innit?
Yeah?
Fucking rapping, innit?
Yeah? Fire in the park. Let's
Yo,
go.
look. Man, try to say he's better than me. Tell my man, shut up.
Shut up.
Mention my name in your tweets. Aruba, shut up.
Shut up.
How can you be better than me? Shut up.
Shut up.
Best in the scene. Tell my man, look, couple man call me a backup dancer. On stage at the Brits, I'm a backup dancer. If that makes me a backup dancer, the man in your vids, backup dancer. The man in your pics, backup dancer.
Alright.
I'm gonna try
I like
out backup
UK rap,
dancer.
man.
Big man like me with a beard, I'm a big man, how the fuck?
I'm gonna tell you why I like it so much though. Legendary song. I like a lot of street culture from like the UK or whatever because I feel like it's heavily influenced by Jamaica. And that's where I'm from. So I like to see my country influence another country's like street culture so much. Anyways, I also like watching their movies, man. Some of them UK hoodlum movies are great. One of my favorite ones is Attack the Block. I don't know, it's kind of old, but this movie is bumping, man. And then, hey, there's another show I watched recently, Supercell. Supercell is pretty good, I thought. Anyways, man, let me get back to working on something because I gotta go soon, and I feel like I haven't been doing anything for like the last hour. All right, we got 2 new things merged. Sort by last updated. Get your bots running. Yeah, they were running, man. Now I gotta like verify that they're working. All the work that they did is cool, you know. Oh shit, I'm not even paying attention to them. Oh, this is infinite scroll. That's not gonna be ready. It's gonna be all right. I'm just gonna push it to prod, man. Panama's music scene owes its life to Jamaica, dude. Reggaeton in Puerto Rico has its roots in reggae and Spanish from Panama, and the early tracks from that were very heavy on sampling dancehall classics like Murder, She Wrote. Fluffy, how do you know that, man? How do you know about that? Are you into reggaeton or something, or do you just look that up? That sounds... I don't know if you typed all that. I'm Panamanian. Dang, I didn't know that. Bumping. Such a coincidence. I recently read about like the birth of reggaeton, and they say it was a bunch of Jamaican expats who live in Panama who started like the reggaeton, but I don't know how true that is. How are making sure that these bots don't write the same file? Skidoosh. Great question, man. This is a solved issue. This is not a problem if you're using get work trees. So in Claude Code, there's an option in the latest versions to like specify you want to use a get work tree. But I don't use those options with my Claude Code because I have very specific instructions about work tree setup in my memory.md files, and I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. Hey, something's wrong with my alt tabbing, man. It's not working the way it should. So in my memory MD, what is this? I give it instructions on how to use get work trees. So basically I tell it, this isn't for Typeblazer right now, but these are the instructions to fetch whatever. Before work, we should create a new work tree for the feature that we're working on in a certain format, and then do all the implementation work in that work tree. So it will allow multiple agents to work without stepping on each other's toes. So you should look into work trees if you're interested in parallel agent coding, because it's almost a necessity if you want to do that. I thought you saw my flag in TypeRacer. I can't trust those flags all the time, but I didn't know. Also, the most popular hot pepper sauces here is Scotch Bonnet. Our culture is full of Jamaican influences. Yeah, I know a lot of people from Jamaica go to Panama because I guess in Panama there's a lot of huge warehouses with all the goods from China. They just kind of store them in Panama because they come through the canal or something like that. So a lot of Jamaican people go there to like find items to import from, to like bring to the country. In Cologne, I see. I've never been, but I've had friends who go to Panama and stuff all the time for business. Clearly understands the tax game. What do you mean, the tax game? Scotch bonnets are great, yeah. Are you back on the job market or just chilling? Dale Cooper, what's happened? I am not looking for a job, but I'm not chilling, man. I'm absolutely not chilling. Am I part Jamaican? I don't know what you mean part Jamaican, man. I am born and raised in Jamaica. My parents born and raised in Jamaica. My grandparents born and raised in Jamaica. My great-grandparents not born and raised in Jamaica. They came over from China or somewhere, mostly. Some of them. I think I go back further than just my great-grandparents in Jamaica. But the majority of my Chinese ancestors came around the late 1800s, early 1900s. And there's a lot of Chinese Jamaicans, man. Maybe the most famous Chinese Jamaicans are, I think Sean Paul is half Chinese or something, or part Chinese. There's Patrick Chung, safety in the NFL. He's also part Chinese and from Jamaica, or his parents are. Part black? I don't know, man. I have ancestry that traces to Nigeria, I think. But I'm a mutt, man. I have Chinese, Native American, Indian or something, British or somewhere. German, I've heard. Nigeria or somewhere, you know. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I am. I'm just mixed. I'm not at Google. I quit Google. Or I got voluntarily laid off at Google. All right. What are we supposed to do? We're just pushing the new thing. So image built. Yeah. Everyone in Jamaica is mixed up, man. Lots of different people there. Lots of people think only black people are from Jamaica, but that is not true. There's white Jamaicans, there's lots of Chinese Jamaicans, there's Indian Jamaicans. I think that's mostly it. But there are like other types of Jamaicans too, like Hispanic Jamaicans. I think black is 90% of the population, maybe like 5% white. Maybe 1% Chinese, 1% other things. But the Jamaican motto is out of many, one people, which basically means it's a big melting pot of different cultures and stuff. Didn't know that before watching your stream. Yeah, not many people know that, unfortunately. But even like Bob Marley, man. Bob Marley's like half white, you know? Or something. Anyways. Here we go. Testing the new... Let me see what's in this new change. And then I gotta go soon. Recently updated. Race inconsistencies, Reddit OAuth. I didn't set up any env variables for that, so I don't think we should see that. What else? Shit, what am I checking, man? League Race Community, Discord link. Where's the Discord? It's so far down there, man. Nobody sees it. Let me see if it works, though. It does work. Hepta5, what's happened? How you doing, man? Hey, Hepta5, have you quit your job yet? You always talk about trying to quit. And then, all right, let me check out the leagues. Let me sign in. It's almost time for me to go, and I'm so hungry. But I'll be streaming tonight for Algorithms, 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern time. We're going to be doing lead code. All right, history. This should show all the participants. Do I want it like that, though? I don't know. This is acceptable for now. So maybe this is good. And then the leaderboard, it's okay. All right. Do you think LeetCode is still worth doing with the rise in agentic coding? I'd say yes. I'd say the only reason people do LeetCode is to get a job, right? That's like 99% the reason people do LeetCode. And right now, the jobs that ask LeetCode are still asking LeetCode. And if they were moving away from LeetCode, maybe we'd start seeing some different types of interviews more frequently. But instead, I think what we're seeing is they're going back to in-person interviews so that people can't cheat on their thing with AI, Why do we leak code when we can use tools like Interview Coder? Yeah, because in-person interviews seems like they're making a comeback, man. So many people with AI for the leak code interviews now. Yes, sadly, yes, we need in-person interviews back for sure. I've seen posts that say like some big companies, maybe Google. I don't want to say Google or AWS or wherever, but maybe in India, it's all back to in-person. I think it was Google. I don't know. Leak code is kind of fun when it's not for an interview. I was really into DSA in university. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. But you gotta put in a lot of time for it to become fun. Wasn't your Grindr interview in person? They had DP? Hey man, you tell me. You're the one who likes to interview at Grindr every month. And he asks for the DP problems all the time. Man, how do you even get a DP problem at Grindr? There's only... Anyways, I don't know what Hepta 5 is up to get DP'd. I might just be the kind of person that hates being told what to do. Yeah, I don't like being told what to do either. Anyways, let me organize some things here, and then I gotta get ready for my lunchtime. DP would be scary at Grindr. 2 masked men enter the room. House robbers. Yeah. Seaplane. What's up? Well, I was just about to do something and then I forget. Oh yeah, I was gonna make new issues to track all the things I want to change. Hey, who's filing these bugs, man? Or filing these issues? It's Cornelius. Oh, that would be nice. Alright, new issue. Discord link is so hidden. Whack. Right now, the Discord is in the bottom left corner of the screen. It doesn't even have the Discord icon or anything. I'd like to move that. Where are we gonna move it to? Shit. Let's move the Discord right somewhere more visible. I don't know. And let's use the Discord purple logo and say something like Discord. What does it say right now? It just says Discord. All right, say something like join our Discord. Cornelius is grinding, man. Cornelius been working basically non-stop. I gave him a couple days break though, because I didn't do anything last 2 days, man. All right. I don't even know what else I gotta work on. There's so many things to do. Daily problem. Oh yeah, I want to fix that bug, but I'm not gonna start anything right now if I'm about to go for lunch. Should I? I should. 7:04. I've been wanting to try out some unorthodox stacks. PHP front end with Fortran back end. Hey, I've been thinking about this too, Fluffy. I've been thinking with vibe coding and all. Why wouldn't I just make everything in C++? Like all my APIs, everything, you know? Why am I using JavaScript in the back end? You know? Usually it was like, yeah, you can develop faster in JavaScript and all this stuff. But in the era of vibe coding, maybe it's the same effort to do an API that is in C++ versus an API that is in Node.js. And then the C++ one is going to be so much more performant. But I guess you could run into a lot of trouble as well. I don't know, man. I've been thinking about that unconventional or unorthodox stacks too. Maybe do I have the patience to spin up an app server in x64 assembly? I think you do have the patience, Fluffy. You've done 60,000 Type Racer games, man. That is ultimate patience. Tell the AI to write an assembly API. I don't know if I want to do all that, but maybe. You want to somewhat understand what the AI is doing, right? You can still somewhat understand it even if it's in an unorthodox stack. I don't think that means you're not going to understand. But I mean, I'm not going to look at the code anyways. I mainly like look at the big picture to see how everything ties together. And maybe like the way the data is modeled and stuff. But I don't look at the actual code itself. The AI is sending your secrets to Grindr, maybe. Man, Hepta5 loves Grindr. Loves that app. Is Grindr bumping, man? Does Grindr pay? Who owns Grindr? Can't. I don't even want to search it, man. Is they must get paid, right? Roxanne, welcome to the party. Let's check Grindr careers. All right, on levels, FYI. Let's see how much they get paid. They don't even get paid, man. Oh wait. They get paid. Some of them get paid. Dang, 800K. Anyways. Looks like DP at Grindr might be worth it, yeah. What's your site checking the pay on? Oh, levels.fyi. That's to get how much money people making out there. Check Grindr careers. Are they hiring? Man, you check it out, man. I'm not the one looking for a job. All right. I'm just joking around now, man. Maybe I should just go eat lunch. And then come back and work offline. Plenty of back-end positions at Grindr. Yeah, I don't want to do back-end, man. I don't even know if I want to code anymore. I do want to code, but I don't. All right, I don't know if I want to code at like somebody else's ideas. You know, I just want to code my ideas for now until I run out of money. If not coding, what job would you want to do? All right, if I had to give up coding, like nothing related to coding whatsoever, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll try and... I'm trying to be a farmer. I don't know how good I will be at farming, though. I have a little micro farm right behind me. Well, not these plants, but behind these plants, I got like a thing going on. Coder to farmer pipeline. Yeah, it's a very popular pipeline. Honestly saying, I really resent having saved some of my employer's financial behinds for the treatment I got in the industry. What? You got treated bad? Sounds like. Talking about some multi-million-dollar contract breaking bugs, and then you get rewarded with like a pizza or something, a pizza party. Pizza party for Fluffy, saving $10 million contracts. Yay. You get rewarded with nothing. Yeah, that's like my main thing. I kind of want to just try and do my own thing. I don't know if it will be successful, whatever I decide. But we'll see. I gotta try at least. So I'm trying to build. I want to like actually build something that people use. So Type Blazer is it? You guys already know. Like what Type Blazer means to me. It's like a starter project that I'd like to also maintain for a long time. But it's like teaching me how to vibe code, and it's getting me experience building something before I move on to something more complex. But I would like to keep maintaining Type Blazer for as long as I live, I guess. Or as long as it's feasible. Didn't even get a pizza party. I got thrown on the bus for some other stuff. Dang. Long story short, my boss was in trouble, so he made me be in trouble, so he looks like he had his shit together. Dang. That's unfortunate, man. Alright, championship race is in 3 minutes. I'll do that, and then I'm going to go eat lunch. And then I'll do a lot of work offline, and tomorrow we'll check back in with Type Blazer. Maybe it's time to retire Type Racer from this stream this week sometime. I'll make some type of announcement when I'm ready. It's been a long time coming, man. Getting off of Type Racer. Alright, here we go. Championship race, and then I am out of here. So if you have an account on Type Blazer, you are allowed to participate in the championship race. Ooh, the avatars are too small. Let me make a new bug here. Championship race lobby avatars small. Let's make these championship race lobbies avatars the big ones, at least the large or medium size. Raising Cane's is amazing. You need to go to Raising Cane's for lunch. Hey, Hepta5, I've been hyping up Raising Cane's for a long time, man. I made all my coworkers go eat Raising Cane's. I always talk about how good it is. So, man, you're preaching to the choir. I know all about Raising Cane's, man. But I don't eat that stuff anymore. I only eat home-cooked food, man, usually. Because I don't have a job anymore. I don't have money to be buying food all the time. All right, here we go. Championship race in 30 seconds, and then I am out of here. But man, sometimes I see people talk shit about Raising Cane's. Like, man, they don't know what they're talking about. People say, yeah, Raising Cane's, gross, doesn't even taste like anything. They don't even use seasoning, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who are these people, man? They must be working for KFC or Popeyes or something, you know? There must be some bots out there trying to sway the opinion of people who haven't tried it. Jesus Christ. My kind of passage, yeah. I was like, dang, I know these words. Databases, concurrent. I mean, I don't know anything about databases or anything, but cane sauce is too good. Yeah, everything from Cane's is good, man. Their fries, their toast, their slaw, their sauce, their chicken, everything, man. Anyways, that's it for me, man. I'm gonna go eat some lunch or something. Maybe I overfit the Type Racer wait, I keep getting messed up on these Type Blazer passages for some reason. Fluffy, I'll tell you why, man. My passages are harder. There's more difficult words or not as common words, more numbers, more punctuation, more proper nouns. I find in Type Racer, the passages are most of the time, they contain easy words and fast to type words. You know, like I've been doing a lot of analysis. I think Type Racer chooses fast passages for the site, you know. So I think by doing Type Blazer, it will actually improve your typing speed because you're typing more unfamiliar words and you're getting more practice with like those patterns, you know. But maybe I'm just high on my own supply. We'll see. Gotta get good at Type Blazer now. Yeah, me too, man. I'm about 10 WPM slower on Type Blazer
For these.
than in Type Racer. Alright, Blue Cactus AI is the person we're about to go raid. He's also doing some vibe coding. Then I gotta go eat lunch. And then I'll see some of you tonight for algorithms. Hey, you guys like my jacket? This is my Google swag. This is like the only swag they ever gave me, man. For my org. Protected data. I don't even think it's called protected data anymore. They change the dang org name every time. Anyways, Hepta5, Fluffy, Adios Amigos, Ricky Wong, Ren1111. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time. Who else? Kek and Skidoosh. Roxanne, have a good day. Thank you very much for tuning in. Dale Cooper, see you later. Seaplane 1, have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Everybody else, everyone who's lurking, Sir Lord Good. Adios. Everyone from YouTube. Oh, damn. Cajun, can you cook? I can cook a little bit, man, but I gotta go. Sorry I missed your message. See you next time. I'll be on tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time for some leak code or algorithms. Nice setup. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome. All right, we're going to go raid Blue Cactus AI vibe coding. See you next time. Adios, amigos.